What's up, guys? Welcome back to another one of Lucky Strike Living. Today is a very special day. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. We are going to go spear fishing way out in the Gulf on our jet ski. So I've got my tank already rigged up, ready to go. Got my 2 spear guns, got my dive bag back there, and it's been probably 20 days on the water for me. So if you're unfamiliar, I am a charter boat captain here in Naples, Florida, and I think we have the weather window and I have a day off. So we're gonna head way out into the Gulf and try and shoot some fish for dinner. And then if we do that in time, we're gonna go deep in the Everglades, maybe do a little freshwater snook, tarpon trip, something like that in our duck boat. But first things first, we're gonna head way offshore, and hopefully the weather and the clarity is good. Like I said, I've been out 20 days in a row and the water clarity has been pretty dang good. So wish us luck. It is a beautiful day. We're gonna do the best we can on our jet ski going spear fishing. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Let's go. I just wanted to stop and show you guys how beautiful this is out here today. On a jet ski, cruising at set 26 miles an hour. I can see the outline of the bottom. It looks pretty clear. I mean, what more could you want? I'll tell you what more I could want: a nice big stringer of fish. But absolutely beautiful. We're almost there. Water looks pretty good. See you guys when we get there. Tell you what, it is a little bit funky coming out here without a bottom machine, without mounted GPS. But if you're curious on how I'm getting to some of my spots out here, I am using the Garmin boating app. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's a GPS. It kind of takes you to the general area real close. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up here and look on the bottom and see if I can find the structure that I'm looking for. But look at this. Nobody for miles. All right, so I'm going to get anchored up here on where I think I want to go. Get anchored up, get suited up, and I'll put you guys on my head, and we're going to go see if we can shoot a fish or two. Anchors away. Tell you what, this is a lot harder on a jet ski. But before we do get in the water, obviously this is not super advised to go diving by yourself, but I have been diving my entire life, and I do have a float plan with 2 people at home, so if something does go wrong, they know where I am, they know where to find me. But everything you do out here is a little bit adventurous. This just might be a little bit more adventurous, so I do not recommend doing this unless you are a professional. Not sure I'd qualify myself as a professional, but sure is a lot of fun. So I don't think I can film putting this tank on, getting all my fins, so I'm gonna see you guys in the water. Hi guys, welcome to the Gulf, and as you're probably aware, the water clarity in the Gulf does not get very clear, but today for our area it was pretty awesome at this first spot. And as usual, I'm going to walk you guys through this dive and give you a little bit of my thoughts, but I'm going to let a lot of it run and have you guys enjoy, because this was a pretty awesome dive for me. So the biggest piece of advice I can give you when diving is to always be prepared. As soon as I got close to the bottom, this hogfish was just sitting right in front of me and gave a very, very nice shot, and I took it. This spot, this particular day, had so much bait, and you guys are going to see it became almost impossible to see. There were a lot of mangroves, which you're going to see, but with the amount of bait, it was very, very hard to pick a particular target. As I said earlier in the video, this mission is to get enough for Aubrey and myself for dinner or lunch. Now that I've got 2 nice sized snapper, well, hogfish and a mangrove, now I'm going to get a little bit picky. On this spot there are plenty of mangroves that are the 12, 13 inches, but I'm looking for some a little bit bigger. And with the amount of bait around, I have a pretty sneaky feeling that there's some somewhere. shot at a mackerel before, but this mackerel presented itself absolutely perfect, and I wanted to try and hip shoot it, and you see how that went. Most of the time when you have a spot that is this covered up in bait, you want to try and get as low as you possibly can, because most of the time the bait is not on the bottom, and hopefully you can get underneath them so you can see some snapper, grouper, whatever your target is. Tell you what, y'all, being out here on a jet ski by yourself in the middle of nowhere is pretty dang incredible. Peaceful, no phones, no clients, no family, just you and God's creation, enjoying what He has provided for us. Yes, it was absolutely phenomenal for us. Super clear in the Gulf, but it's very special. And I do want to say a prayer. Thank the good Lord for these fish, the opportunity that we have. It's pretty overwhelming. Heavenly Father, we thank you for everything you've given us, everything you've given me, an amazing business, an amazing wife, an amazing family, and the opportunity to come out here and enjoy your creation. We don't take it for granted. Help us be like you more and more every single day. Thank you for the food that you've provided. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys. I think I've got one more spot I want to hit, but that's plenty for Aubrey and I for dinner, plus some. But it's just too pretty. We can't go in right now. It's too beautiful. The water's pretty nice. Life is good. Hope you guys are having just as much fun, whatever you're doing, as I am right now, because it does not get any better than this. So spot number 2, I call this place Ashes because the first time I found it with customers, the guys were smoking either cigarettes or cigars, and they got ashes all over my beautiful 33 Onslow Bay. So called it Ashes. I know exactly where it is. I'll never forget it as long as I live. But that's how you guys, at least charter captains, how we remember all of our spots, or at least most of them. Something crazy happened, something stupid happened, somebody did something stupid, and you nickname it that and you remember it forever. But we're gonna get suited up and we're gonna see you in the water. So this dive was not very productive, but I do want to show it to you and explain why it's so much dirtier 1 mile away. So like we talked about, spot number 2, which we called Ashes, is 1 mile, maybe a little bit more, from the last spot we dove. And as you can see, the clarity is horrible, and the GoPro makes it look much better. And we never really know why it gets so dirty in certain places and clear in others, but that's the hand we are dealt here in the Gulf. And I wanted to show it to you guys so you can see it, but not very productive, didn't really shoot anything, but it is a cool little spot that I did find not too long ago. was not very clear. It's amazing what a mile will do. So we are a mile from spot number 1. Spot number 2, couldn't really see much. A couple gags, a couple hogfish, but they were a little bit too small. Alright, time to get all this crap in the jet ski. Man, what a beautiful day. But if you're unfamiliar, the Gulf of Mexico, America, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. It's typically not very clear. And if you do find a clear spot, usually it doesn't take very long for it to get dirty. Tide changes, instantly gets a little bit funky. And that's what happened. Like I said, I don't know if you heard me, a mile away it was that super, super nice water. And over here, real cloudy, milky, just not that enjoyable. But it is still a beautiful day. Strike mission for dinner for Aubrey and myself. Hey. Pretty cool. And since that didn't take very long, 4 or 5 hours, I think we have time to go to the Everglades. Try and catch a snook, tarpon, something. My wife Aubrey, you guys know her by now. She works for our church, and she had church this morning. And if you're like me, church is out here. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite places to be in God's creation, in the water or in the woods. So she's just about getting ready to get done with work. And technically this is work for me. So we're gonna meet up and go. But I'm gonna get this all packed up, call it a day. And we will see you guys in the Everglades. All right, y'all, we have made it to the kitchen, and these fish have not been dead more than an hour and a half, 2 hours. And like we promised, we were gonna catch, clean, cook, but we are changing the gears a little bit. Instead of doing it for dinner, my wife has requested, she's right over there somewhere, fish sandwich for lunch, and then we're gonna go to the Everglades. But if you follow the channel at all, we are not master chefs. We are not anything super particular, fancy this and that. And we like simple fish recipes. So if you're into that sort of stuff, check this out, because it is our second favorite. Number 1 is probably fish tacos, but number 2 is fish sandwich. So here are our 2 mangroves, 1 hogfish, and keeping it simple, a little salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of Lowry seasoned salt. So we love the flavor of fish, and we don't want to over spice it, so all we taste is the seasoning. And while we're doing that, we are caramelizing some onions, my wife's absolute favorite. Season the pan just a little bit, and once these are cooked, little salt, little pepper, then we'll throw our fish on. So snapper are very, very thin fillets, especially when they're not huge. So this is going to take maybe a minute aside, and they are done. And one thing that is super important to me is only take as many fish as you can eat. So as we talked about earlier, I am a charter captain, and a lot of customers try to take a lot of fish, and sometimes it's great, sometimes I don't think the fish gets eaten. So 3 fish, not huge, could feed 3 people very easily. So I'm going to show you guys how much 3 12-inch to 14-inch fish, that hogfish was a little bit bigger, can do. And hopefully it'll help our fish populations, because of course if we kill them all, there's not going to be any left for me later, from our kids, grandkids, and we got to keep them around. So now that our onions are done, time for our fish. So the pan is hot and seasoned. We're going to do seasoning down, and be sure and move your fish around just a little bit so they don't stick. Then we're going to season the top, add a little butter, and then it'll be ready to flip. While that's going on, we're going to toast our bread, and then we're going to start flipping. Look at that. Information: do not overcook your fish, especially hogfish, snapper, any kind of real light white fish. Don't overcook it. You'd rather undercook it than overcook it. Trust me. All right, fish is done. Like we said, a minute aside at the most. Super simple. First for us is a light dibble dabble of mayonnaise, a little bit of pepper, our grilled onions, our fish, and I wish we had some lettuce, but we don't. Then for me, a little bit of tomato, and then just a tiny bit of tartar sauce. A little bit more for me and less for my wife. Right, my dear?
Yeah.
So 2 stacked fish sandwiches, and this is the hogfish, all of it. So technically 1 fish for 1 person for fish sandwiches. So if you're ever on a trip, going by yourself, going with friends, try not to keep more than you need. 1 12-inch, actually it was 13, one was 13, one was 14. 1 13-inch mangrove, 1 14-inch mangrove, fed 2 people. Like totally fed 2 people. So try to keep our fishery sustainable for the next generation. And now it's taste test time. Look at that double stack. 1 fish, double stack.
Yum.
Go.
You ready? Looks delicious. I've been looking forward to this. Messy.
Yeah.
So good. I'm a very lucky lady.
Coming from a lady who would never have ordered a fish sandwich before.
Never. Never.
Why?
Well, my mom didn't really know how to cook fish. So growing up when I had fish, it wasn't very good. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching the channel. So I didn't really know, and it definitely was never fresh, like the way we eat fresh fish, aka caught within like the last hour or 2. It was so good.
One of our favorites. So we're gonna finish this real quick, and then as promised, we're going to jump in another boat and go have some more fun. We'll see you guys there. All right, y'all, as promised, we are here deep in the Everglades. We're going to try and bow fish a little bit, maybe fish a little bit, maybe a tarpon, maybe a snook. You never ever know. But today is action-packed. We're doing a whole bunch of different stuff. My wife and I are gonna do what we can to show you guys what Florida has to provide. But hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. You enjoyed this morning, and now we are on our duck boat, our Alumacraft, and our 45 Black Death, and let's go fishing. We're gonna go have some fun. And of course, Ripster right on cue, has to be on film. But we don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go out and have some fun, bring you guys along. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Let's get rolling. All right, y'all, so we got here way back in the Everglades, and with all of the summertime rain we've had, the water is super, super dirty, so bow fishing is out of the question. And I thought that was gonna be the case, so I brought my old pompano fishing rod. This rod right here has caught so many pompano, and this is from him when he was 6 weeks old, 7 weeks old, a month old. He was hungry and he decided to eat my fishing pole. But we're gonna be throwing a little swim bait around, seeing if we can catch tarpon, snook, jack, ladyfish. So these typically are freshwater or very, very brackish water tarpon and snook. So we're gonna throw this thing around, see what we can find. Rip, we got one. It's a fish, dude. I don't know what it is. Feel like a bass fisherman. Oh, it's a nice one. He's gonna jump.
What is it?
It's a fish. Hey, hey, Rip. Rip, what have we got? It's a big old biggin. Oh, yeah, I know. What could it be? Oh, a nice snook.
Ooh. Red, what kind of fish is that?
Back up, please. Back up, please. Look at that, an Everglades freshwater snook. Deep in the Everglades. Isn't he cool? I was just saying our fishery's screwed. And it kind of is, but we used to catch these like crazy. Now they're very few and far between. On a little swim jig. Pretty fish. Thank you, little buddy. Don't get bit by an alligator or a shark. Let go of my thumb. Did you think that was cool? I don't know how you bass fishermen do it. Stand on this deck running this trolling motor all day long to catch 20 bass, 30 bass on a good day. Been up here hour. I'm tired. The legs are tired. Offshore fishing is very, very different. What do you think, my dear?
I like to catch them.
You like to catch them?
Yeah.
But we are catching them.
Are we?
Ripster. We got another biggin. I mean a big old biggin. It might be an alligator. Ripster. Ripster. What is it? Hasn't jumped. Hasn't really done much. What in the world? Oh, there's a tarpon right there. Rip, did you see the tarpon? Right over here. Hey! I think he's trying to take me to the rocks. This is kind of big. I just want to see you. Come on, trolling motor, go. Oh! Rip. Got me in the bushes. I don't know what that was. But if it shows himself, I'm going to shoot him. That was a nice fish. Well, 2 hours later, maybe not. I lost my rig. That hurts. All right, let's try it again. Well, Rip, is there a bear in there? All right, where's my jigs, Rip? Back up, please. Thank you. So here's what's been working. Well, what's been working? I've caught two. Hook, two. Them things. As you guys know, I am a saltwater offshore guy. So I'm just gonna call him a swim bait. We're gonna get him rigged up and give it maybe 30 minutes. That really hurts my feelings. So we came out here to hang out, but we really came out here for you guys. And if the fishing's not very good, or you're just not getting the right footage that you need, you'll kind of pack it in early. And we were just getting ready to pack it in, and boom, caught that snook. And then it's about 8,000 degrees out here. So we were just getting ready to pack it up again, and then we lost that. I think it was a big snook. I'm 99% sure. So now we get to stay out here even longer and try to hook another one.
You gonna take me to dinner tonight?
I'm pretty full.
Can you answer my question?
Doubtful.
Dang it.
If I catch a big one, I'll take you to dinner.
Comment below if you think Glenn should take me to dinner more often. Despite what he catches.
I'll tell you what, for every t-shirt that we sell in this video, I'll take my wife to dinner.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Y'all do it for me. Buy some merch. We'll plug it right here where you can get our merch. Shirts, hats, hooded fishing shirts, all the goods. I want to go out to dinner more often. So to help the cause.
See if we can catch on.
Yep. You're a mess, man.
That shows how much action we've had in the last 30, 45 minutes.
Why did you show that?
You. So, wasn't as productive. Caught one nice snook, lost a big one, big something. Today was action-packed. As always, if you would, like, share, and subscribe, but we are gonna head now to the kitchen and cook up some dinner. So we're loading the boat, and last time I didn't get the footage. Hopefully it's as good footage as last time, because Aubrey is gonna try and trailer this thing. So if you're unfamiliar, mud boats don't have reverse. So wish us luck.
Can I go faster?
You don't need to go faster.
I want to go faster.
You don't need to go faster. The boat ramp is over here. Bye! Where in the world is she going? She went on the scenic route. And there's only 5 octillion mosquitoes. So if she would hurry up, I would greatly appreciate it. Neutral. Neutral. Neutral.
Oh, I almost did good.
That was good. Now straighten the motor. Give it a little juice. Good. That was so lucky.
What? It's not lucky.
That was so
It's not lucky.
lucky.
I mean, are we looking at how this isn't even in the ramp? It's all cockeyed. I have nothing to like be my straight and narrow. Your truck is all weird. You're fun.
Pretty straight.
No.
Pretty narrow. Sorry guys.
Last time was really, really bad. Well, did you see me trying to go? I'm like trying to turn and I'm sitting in like the worst way possible. So I'm like holding on for dear life while I try to turn it around.
Sorry guys, you wasn't that good, but time to go to the kitchen.
It was good. It just wasn't as funny, but I actually did a good job.
Good job.
Thank you.